good too, because you got the Fiend script through the Jug Blade Fury later on, although perhaps less essential.
Venom could definitely slow him down.
Taking the Iron Shell. Like
Mushi's not moving here. This is some scary stuff. He's actually running forward into the double Iron Shell and first blooded down. The free run in, and Mushi 660 health. If they get a double Iron Shell and a Surge or a Vacuum forward, they'll get that start up onto him, and the smoke screen is down. There's nothing to stop this or save it. The Vacuum doesn't catch it. They've still got the damage output there as Trust. They're up the left track.
DJ's in no man's land.
Whoa. Went for the courier snipe, I guess, but there's nothing to cancel a TP. Good attempt by Boombell. MidOne just Omni slashed onto a Timber, and Timber took no damage. Oh, he is dead.
How many stacks did he have up for reactive armor?
No, but I mean, like, the Omni Slash dissipated immediately. But, like, Omni Slash did nothing. So I don't know if Timber Chain dodged it, as he does drop to Mushi.
I didn't catch it. Hail.
And now it's 10 minutes in. Boombell's sitting level 5.5. That's honestly the perfect time for that Tome of Knowledge to come up. He'll hit that level 6, but they start off with a Hex. Ohaiyo smokescreen is here from Jabs, but they don't even need to expend it as the stuns come through, chained by Boombell. See if he can damage. One goes in for the spin. He does have his Omni ready as well. Jabs, though, ready. Has the blink. The 3-4-3 will be the target of choice with a Finger of Death and the nuke damage from MyPro. Has made it look so easy.
There's a smoke from Lion just
towards the top.
They got the sentry prepped.
Looks like Boombell has one ready.
The obs.
Oh, Stone Gaze is going to slow this one down, looking for that tier 1, but also looking for the damage onto Mushi as well. Dropping low, but the TP's come through from Fnatic. Make sure that
further up the lane, but that was not close enough to scout it out. Oh, they walked Jasmine into the
Jazz, but there's a Chakra back onto them. That spike capping is good, but Ohaiyo holds the line and keeps MyPro away as there's limited mana left for him, and the Glimpse makes damn sure there's no Timber Chain forward.
Okay, that Radiant Observer Sentry next to the tower. Doing work here. The dance around the tier 1. Mikkel's mistimes going back into the lane.
Oh, but Omni Slash perfect from MidOne, gets the final swipe in as well as the Darkseer dived. Blood build, but what do you feel here? Diffusal Blade against Darkseer, or do you just go like standard Battle Fury?
Oh, 2 here across top. Ohaiyo! That Observer Ward again, he scouts this and then immediately has vision despite the tree line of sight.
The damage from MyPro is just so much. The skirt around from Ohaiyo, not going to be good, but the split earth is Mushi catches the 2, but the Timber Chain away like Hill's trying to run through this one, but it's run out of mana. Actually can't. Stone Gaze stick charges up, but again, burnt through with that mana shield, causing a few little problems for him with the Glimpse back into stun. Good chaining there from Fnatic. Abba trying to hold this one out, but the kills have dropped incredibly low. Another couple of stick charges there will keep him alive again. And Trust, they evacuate and retreat. Saving up for that Blink Dagger, it looks like. Trust are all converging into this area, and DJ getting so much intel and vision. He goes for the Boombell kill, but it's not going to be enough, and now he's going to try and carapace his way out of this one, but unfortunately for him, the 5-man...
Conveniently 5-man there. In the trees or something. This is how you can get away from most ganks.
They see 3-4-3 as well as Mushi running around, and the smoke screen on the 3-4-3 means Disruptor's dead straight off the bat. Mushi still under vision here. This Observer Ward doesn't realize exactly what he's running into, but MidOne hexed up. The damage output, where is it? Spins himself back through into the middle of 2 of them with the Lightning Storm down. A crush back blink from Ohaiyo, but he's shredded. MyPro turns it back, but again, a good stun from DJ. Catches the 2, burns through. The Lincoln Sphere pop of Lakel plays himself in a ton of trouble here as the stuns from Mushi. It only delays the inevitable. And Trust, keep pushing it to play that kind of recon role, get into the thick of things, and sure that he's not the primary target.
Good news is DJ on Nyx has a blink as well. He kind of just farmed this out of nowhere. Follow kill from Jug up top on a what do you think most carries you won't want to commit to a Perseverance because it doesn't give you survivability. Because Dusa has mana shield, survivability comes from mana as well as HP.
They really hate this Ricky. Really hate that Ricky. Ohaiyo missed the blink stun.
Catch and punish if they can get Disruptor close enough.
Oh. 3-4-3 will not get it. They already will. Just onto Jabs as that Sentry Ward on the high ground. The vision they need as well as the Observer Ward placed in a...
That was such a... Like,
but it's the fact of the matter, MidOne has already taken down Roshan with this amplified damage up on him. It's going to be too late to steal Aegis or stop the Roshan from dying, but do you fight into it, even though it's already gone? Because like Stone Gaze doesn't actually accomplish anything. They try and jump forward in a vacuum. Won't connect, but the Euro Scepter will, and 3-4-3 he'll be the sacrificial lamb here as the rest of his team escapes.
Oh, DJ top has been caught out.
Got the dust down on him, but it does wear off, and DJ has stick, he's got blink, and he's got a TP, but a sentry perfect from Boombell. The ulti comes out, DJ's caught. Ricky will secure that. Trying to get into the playoffs, significantly important this Fnatic game will be, as they are approaching into enemy territory, but it's Boombell put it out, taken into the crust, but MyPro jumps forward with huge damage, obliterates through two, but Ohaiyo kept himself alive. If he also comes to him, he'll get himself into danger again, but MidOne's Omni Slash did a lot of structural damage to the rest of this Signature.Dota2 team. The Lakels and Abba, they are on the back lines, retreating themselves out, so a 2-for-2 support. Good support and off laner, but look at that glimpse back. MyPro can still Timber Chain himself a little bit further away towards the east. Timber Chain and now Chakram, but the damage output from MidOne is enough to secure that, so in the end Fnatic are the favoured outcome. They're going to try and meet force with force here as MidOne. That Scardy and that Hex initiation, Boombells tries to start things off, but MidOne dragged out that fight as the Stonegate sends it back onto Mushi, the vacuum in here as well. His BKB is down and this magic damage is ripping him apart a little bit. He's kept himself alive long enough that MyPro finally finds the kill back onto him. MidOne in the meantime still holding up the Omni Slash, and the Static Storm's up on the Kells. It's too good to play this time for MidOne just to rip through, and there we go! Slices and dices, two down, the big cause, and they're jumping forward aggressively looking for more, but Abba has retreated himself further away, and Trust, they lose 4. And a huge fight there for Fnatic.
It's a story of a very fun juggernaut, that team fight for the most part. Mushi goes in pretty deep without a BKB and
stood nearby, and he got blasted away by that ulti from Juggernaut. Now, with Roshan dropping, Aegis to go the way of MidOne. A vacuum actually puts Abba in a really dodgy spot. Holy crap.
Trying to get this tier 3.
Ah, you're right, it looks like he might just accomplish that. And with the BKB pops, he'll secure, and Abba gets himself away as Mushi stunned down onto MyPro. He doesn't have a blinker of full staff though on the left rack. I think he might just be dead, but MidOne is trying to come in to save his teammate. A stun from Boombell, there's the damage. And MidOne, even with Aegis, he's actually 1v3 here, but he one hit down the line. Turns back onto MyPro. The Chakram with the DPS there, the Cowbird. MyPro, no, he can't do this. The mana's all gone. He doesn't have a CP left either. He's going to try and get himself away. The Timber Chain will allow him to do so, but jabs, blink strikes back onto Timber. And Abba, surge yourself back out.
Only now do they start doing that, and that's the thing, you've got these 4 staffs, so if they try and go in for the Blink Hex or Blink Impale around the end of your Blade Route, you force them to safety, exactly.
Prime time for them. That is not allowed to happen.
Stonegaze both down, and Fnatic still have all their tools.
Trust have made the drastic error. The Omni Slash back into them is a massive amount of damage to the MyPro. A couple of slides back, MidOne finishing that one up as well. Jab. This Ricky dead to right, so they just clear up one after the other. Lakels have no mana remaining. The buyback from MyPro will try and bring themselves back into this fight, but the Juggernaut, he's just so bloody strong, God. He can't be stopped. He really cannot be stopped. Runs again into Lakels. Will pop the Aegis. The crosses down onto 2 there from Ohaiyo again, and Mushi. Damage output's looking decent, just needs that stun, needs the disable. They run forward, the damage output's there. There's no buyback on Lakels, there's no buyback on anyone from Trust, and GG is called. It's best of one's over. It was a long and arduous road for Fnatic, a bit of a rusty one at the start in the laning stage, but they really did weather the storm and win that in a pretty easy fashion.
And they have a really good understanding of how to play the mid game. They get more farm out of the map. They weren't scared of going late game against the Dusa, which I don't think you should be. And I think for Sig Trust, they perhaps are a bit too complacent because it's like, oh, we've got this Dusa Darks here, we've got our comfort picks, we've got this notoriously beastly late game carry, but when you're getting out farmed and Fnatic scaling better than you are, that's not going to happen. Jug matches up really well against them with the Manta Diffusal.